record real quick. What's up, YouTube? This video will be going to YouTube too, so you know we gotta record and we gotta go live at the same time. You know what I'm saying, chat? You know what I'm saying? I'm hyped up, but I just woke up. For some reason, I got a lot of energy. I like it. Let's get it. In today's video, we are looking at. I cannot say his name. I'll be honest. Tetsuya Itachisha. Yeah. I'm the worst with names. Either way, we're looking at him because he performed a plastic surgery on his own self just to get away with murder. It's a crazy story, so we're gonna react to it together. And it's actually kind of scary, so let's get the lights, but let's make it dark in here, you know what I'm saying? Lights. Action. Oof. Here, let me make this one a little demo, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I like it.
Today we're covering the case of Tatsuya Ichi.
First of all, it's too loud. Second of all, since I just put the light a little bit down, let me see how the camera look. Yo, is it my eyes or is the camera blurry? Here, let me try cleaning it. How is it now? Yo, what the fuck? It's not focusing. Yo, is my eyes blurry or is the camera? What the fuck? It's not focusing. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go, I think. Yeah, okay, that looks so much better. I'm so sorry, but we just wasted like 2 minutes because of that. But let's get right to it. This is a guy, by the way.
Hashi, a case known for its uniquely bizarre and disturbing details. When 22-year-old Lindsay Hawker traveled to Tokyo to teach English, it was supposed to be the start.
I'm not gonna lie, I like this guy's voice, bro. It's perfect for scary stories. It's the start of a dark night type stuff, you know?
Of an amazing adventure. Instead, it would turn into something so unimaginably horrific, it would become the subject of a best-selling memoir and later a movie. As for Lindsay's killer, his desperate attempts to avoid identification were so gruesome, they'd earn him a near cult hero status. So prepare yourselves. This is the disturbing story of Tatsuya Ichihashi.
Fuck, my phone's about to die.
We would like to send our heartfelt sympathies to the loved ones of Lindsay Ann Hawker, whose life was ended in such a savage and senseless way.
Rest in peace, bro. That's sad.
This story takes us to Tokyo, Japan, a mega city of 35 million inhabitants, famous for both the ultra-modern and the traditional. Home to anime, manga, electronic mega stores, and more Michelin stars than London and Paris combined. Tokyo is a 24-hour metropolis that combines millennia-old traditions with futuristic technology. Neon-lit skyscrapers.
Bro, you can't lie. Japan has the craziest fucking technology, bro. They make me want to go move there. Just for the technology, I ain't gonna lie. They have crazy stuff over there.
Side by side, two historic temples. It was to the Edogawa ward of Tokyo that 22-year-old Lindsay Hawker arrived in October 2007, ready to start her new job at the Tokyo branch of Nova, Japan's largest private English school. Lindsay was from a town near Coventry in Warwickshire, England, where she had grown up in a close-knit family with parents Bill and Julia and two sisters. Lindsay was known for her boundless enthusiasm for life. She was also bright and ambitious, graduating with a first-class honors degree in biology from the University of Leeds in the summer of 2007.
Man, bro, she makes me look stupid. She's so smart. Damn.
After years of studying, Lindsay was ready for a change and made plans for a world trip with her boyfriend of 4 years, Ryan Garside. Lindsay would set off first, heading to Tokyo, where she would teach English before her boyfriend would join her the following summer. Lindsay...
Bro, don't people feel a little weird wearing all black? I was wearing all black yesterday. I looked at my outfit. I'm like, bro, it's a little too dark for me. I can't really wear all black. It's like only when I'm going to a gym or something like that, I'll wear all black or Rarely, even when I'm going to the gym. I don't know. It feels weird. Hey, it's your choice, but I was wearing it yesterday. I looked at myself. I'm like, bro, this is too dark. I look too dark right now.
Adapted fast to life on the other side of the globe. She made solid friends with her two roommates with whom she shared an apartment. Her employers at Nova said she put every effort into her new role. She communicated daily with her friends and family about life in Tokyo. In one email to her sisters, she described how the city of Tokyo felt safe and secure, safer, in fact, than Britain. They were words that would later haunt her family.
The drone age has begun in the
Ads.
large-scale
I hate
military
ads.
online
And you guys should know this by now. I
but
complain about
it's
them
here.
every second.
On the morning of March 25th, she packed her tote bag with her teaching materials and said goodbye to her roommates and left the apartment on her bike. She would never return again. On March 26, 2007 at 2:30 p.m., Lindsay's father received a call from a staff member at the Nova Language School. Lindsay had failed to turn up for her classes for 2 days in a row. Her roommates had already tried to contact police when Lindsay had failed to return home from work the previous evening, but the message had not been conveyed to the proper authorities within the department. Lindsay's family were distraught. Her father booked a flight to Tokyo for himself and Lindsay's boyfriend, Ryan. At Lindsay's apartment, officers tried to piece together Lindsay's last movements. Both her roommates and her boyfriend, Ryan, had vital information to share, and all of it created a clear and chilling picture. 6 days earlier, on March 20th, Lindsay had been traveling home on the train after drinks at a bar called Hippy Dippy Doo, when a strange man approached her. He was...
What? Hippie, hippie, hippie do? Is that what he said? Or hippie do? What the fuck? When I see that name, I ain't walking in that bar. I'm just saying that's what hippie, hippie, hippie do. What? That sounds like a 5-year-old bar, bruh. I'm not gonna. It sounds like a
years
kid's
older than
thing.
her and claimed to be one of her students
Hippie,
in her
hippie,
class.
hippie.
But Lindsay knew all of her students, and he was not one of them. Lindsay had politely excused herself and exited the train at her station. She had almost arrived home on her bike when she suddenly spotted the man right behind her, jogging fast. He had tailed her all the way from the station and now pitched up on her doorstep. He asked again if she recognized him. Now, a little frightened, Lindsay repeated that she didn't. This time he explained that he wanted to go abroad to study and was desperate for an English tutor. He then asked her for a glass of water. Thinking he was simply enthusiastic and maybe a little eccentric, Lindsay invited him into her apartment where her roommates were both home. Inside,
Why, bro? He literally ran after you. That's like from the train all the way to your house. Like, bro, he went out of his way to follow you, and you still let him in. That's like the biggest flag. I'm looking behind me. He's jogging after me. I don't give a fuck, bro. I'm ignoring him. I'm walking straight into my apartment, locking that shit, saying, "Get the fuck out of here." That was a red flag that you let it slide, bro.
he sketched a picture of Lindsay and signed it with his name, Tatsuya Ichihashi, a phone number, and an email address. Officers now searched Lindsay's room, where they located the sketch the man had given her. Lindsay, her roommate said, had agreed to meet the man in a cafe for an English lesson. They had warned her against it, but Lindsay could see no harm in it, and on March the 20th had set off to meet him at the Duo Tour Cafe. It was the last time they'd see her. Lindsay's last Facebook message was written on March 20th and had said, "Love you lots. Don't worry about the guy who chased me home. It's just crazy Japan. Miss you."
Bro, he chases you home, and your friends tell you not to go, but you still don't listen. Come on, bro. Be smarter than that. He get two red
Meanwhile,
flags.
police had pulled grainy
He chases
surveillance
he
footage
chases you home, and your friends are telling you not to go. Take your friends' advice, bro. Listen to your friends. A lot of the times they're right.
from the morning of the 25th of March 2007 at the Duo Tour Cafe near the station in East Tokyo. The footage captured Lindsay and the mysterious man named Ichihashi ordering drinks at the counter. Lindsay appears to feel awkward, repeatedly pushing her hair aside. The pair sit together at a table for 50 minutes, while Lindsay gives him a language lesson. When it's time to leave, Ichihashi makes exaggerated gestures of searching and failing to find his money. This video is kindly sponsored by Babbel, the foremost language
Sorry,
learning
bro.
app,
I'm
rated
too
excellent
intrigued
on
into the
Trustpilot,
story.
intended to level up our learn what their language so that we can bring
Goddamn.
you the best content.
How long
It
is this
has
ad, bro?
Italian. And you
Bro,
can also do podcast,
my
games,
dude
and
getting
shorts
paid good for this
Buy
sponsor.
and get 65% off your new subscription. This at 10 a.m. the pair get up and leave
That took
and
so
are
long.
seen getting into a taxi together. By 5:20 p.m. on the evening of March 26th, two officers had located and arrived at Tatsuya's apartment in Ichikawa. The man who Lindsay had just gotten into a taxi with had, in fact, been watching her for months. 28-year-old Tatsuya Ichihashi lived alone in a 3-bedroom apartment bought for him by his parents in the Chiba Prefecture, a suburban town east of Tokyo. The son of two wealthy professionals, his mother was a dentist and his father a brain surgeon, Tatsuya hadn't inherited either his parents' ambition or academic ability. Under his parents' duress, he attended Chiba University and graduated with a major in horticulture in 2005. But he had never worked in the field of horticulture and had spent the past 2 years living off of his parents' monthly allowance.
That's sad.
Tatsuya found himself a girlfriend during his time at college, but those who knew him described him as a loner, someone known in Japanese culture as a hikikomori, or someone who suffers extreme degrees of social.
So does that mean loneliness? Hikikomori. Hey, but I can say that. Hikikomori. You're a Kukumo. Fuck, I already fucked it. I already fucked it up.
He was obsessed with violent manga, and for several years had been displaying some troubling behavior. 2 years earlier, he had assaulted a woman on a street while attempting to rob her. The woman had settled out of court with Tatsuya's parents. While at university, Tatsuya had been given a formal warning.
He tried to rob her, but yet he takes money out of his parents. You already get free money, boy.
For stalking a woman. Oddly, his girlfriend later described their relationship as stable and serious. She would visit him several times during his early years in prison. She said Tatsuya was obsessed with physical fitness and would spend hours each day working out at the gym and regularly cycling 15.
What? Bro, the dude that I saw was some scrawny dude, bro. Why are you talking about hours at the gym? You were so skinny. Skinnier than me. What the fuck?
Miles
And you want to say he's hours at the gym?
By 2007, however, there were signs that Tatsuya's mental health was deteriorating.
Oh, that was
He
back
reportedly
then.
told acquaintances that he felt he was becoming unstable, but it's not clear whether anyone urged him to seek help. Instead, it seems, he developed a fixation with a random stranger, the young British
Nah, bro, I don't have fans over here. I have family. We're family. But I know you're being sarcastic, but we family, you know what I'm saying?
English language teacher, Lindsay Hawker. According to police, Tatsuya had stalked Lindsay Hawker for several months before working up the courage to approach her on the train.
This dude
He
is a
spotted
creep.
the logo for the English language school on her tote bag and used it as an excuse to connect with her. He now used the excuse of having no money to lure her to his apartment in Ichikawa. It was a 5-minute drive away. Once outside, Lindsay asked the taxi driver to wait for her while she went in to collect the money. 7 minutes passed with no signs of Lindsay, and the taxi driver drove away. He was the last person, other than her killer, to see her alive.
Damn. Cold stuff.
Once at Tatsuya's apartment, police waited outside for him to exit. They were not permitted by Japanese law to knock without proper cause. Knowing his previous allegations of stalking and robbery, they had called for backup. By 8 p.m., 9 officers had assembled on both the ground floor and outside of his 4th floor apartment. 2 hours after the last officers arrived, Tatsuya burst out of his apartment and headed down the building's fire escape. He was barefoot and carrying a rucksack. With several officers close behind him, Tatsuya evaded them by vaulting the last stairway to the ground and sprinting into the street. He was spotted once more by police officers, but once again evaded them.
If he ran out 2 hours before, why didn't he take shoes? That's like the dumbest thing, running away from the cops with no shoes. You're barefoot, bro.
By
That's so
zigzagging through
stupid.
the street. It was the closest they would get to catching him for more than 2 years.
What the
As for the
fuck?
location
He
of
knew what he
Lindsay,
was doing.
on the other hand, that would happen much sooner. On Tatsuya's balcony, police noticed a bathtub had been freshly filled with a mix of sand and compost. A potted plant stood next to the bath, as though he had left before having a chance to plant it. And Tatsuya had not quite finished his task. A small, white hand protruded from the mixture in the bathtub. Neighbors would later say they heard a heavy scraping sound the evening before, undoubtedly the sound of Tatsuya dragging his bathtub onto the balcony of his apartment. Police uncovered Lindsay's naked body from inside the bathtub. She had been gagged with a scarf, and her feet and hands had been bound with
Bro, what a piece of shit, bro. She was trying to do something so nice. She was trying to tutor him, and he does that. Like, what, bro, what could be going on through your head? Like, I don't get it. They literally sat together at a restaurant, they drank coffee or whatever, and she tutored him for 15 minutes. He said he forgot his money. They go back to the hotel, and then she goes upstairs to get the money, and then he does that to her. Like, bro, you gotta be such a fucked up person. She seems so nice. She helped you out, and then you still do that. Fucked up.
Bruising across her upper body suggested she had endured a savage and prolonged attack. Both Lindsay and Tatsuya had been trained in martial arts. Lindsay had fought off her attacker bravely, but she was no match for Tatsuya in strength. Egg-sized bruises on the left side of her face suggested that she had been struck repeatedly with a fist, while lesser marks on her upper body were likely the result of collisions with
Piece of
furniture.
shit, bro.
She had been and strangled so violently that the cartilage in her neck was broken. Her head had been shaved and her hair placed in a plastic bag. Her belongings were found strewn about the room. At 3 a.m. on March 27th,
Bro, that's so fucked up. Like, imagine when her parents go and see the body. Her head, bro, he shaved her bald and all that. That's so fucked up.
Parents received
You already
the call
fucking killed her,
no
bro.
parent ever wants to receive. A body had been found. The trip they had booked to search for their daughter now became a journey to identify her remains. Her father, Bill, said that when he saw her, "I knew it was Lindsay because she was so tall and because she was my daughter. But she was so badly beaten. My
So
life,
sad.
my soul, just fell from beneath me." Wanted posters containing images of Tatsuya now flooded Tokyo. Soon, 30,000 posters had been distributed nationwide. Some showed chilling pictures of Tatsuya in possible disguises, including the killer disguised as a woman. His images were broadcast across national and international news channels. Sightings of Tatsuya came pouring in from all over Japan. Multiple sightings placed him in Kabuki-cho, a red light district of Tokyo. Police investigated every lead, but he could not be located. Soon, there were rumors that he'd escaped the country or quietly killed himself. Days turned into weeks, and then months. By October 2008, 140 officers had been assigned to the investigation.
140.
But despite 8,000 reported sightings and widespread media coverage, police were no closer to finding Tatsuya. By the end of the year, the investigation was stalling. The desperate Hawker family launched a website appealing for information on Tatsuya Ichihashi's whereabouts. Tatsuya's parents, who had remained silent, now came under wrongful suspicion from the public. In response, his mother called a daytime television program and urged her son to give himself up. "It's Mom, Tetsuya," she said in an audio message. "Dad and Mom have decided to speak about our feelings, although we know you won't like this," she said before telling him to contact the police. Later, the couple appeared on television to apologize for their son's crime. In the lead up to the second anniversary,
That's
police
sad, bro. What a piece of shit. All the blame is going to his parents now and all that, all the hate. He's a piece of shit, bro. I would have turned myself in. You did something so stupid. Go turn yourself in, man up, bro. Don't let your parents get the hate. See that? I just got it. I'm just joking. But no, it's honestly so dumb, bro. People like him are pieces of shit.
Awareness among the public. The Hawkers returned to Tokyo to plead for information on their daughter's killer. Police increased the reward for information leading to his arrest from 1 million yen to 10 million.
Look how many times he changed his looks. That's fucking crazy. And every time the cops have a picture of it. What the fuck?
Or the equivalent of about
You can't run away.
$100,000.
Sooner or later, you're getting caught, buddy.
A far sicker interest in the fugitive had been blossoming. Online fan clubs had begun popping up all over the internet, glorifying Tatsuya as an outlaw and a fugitive hero. He became known as Japan's most handsome criminal, nicknamed the Fugitive Sullen Prince and Lord Ichi, and even gained popularity with young males. Blogs and support groups opened up, dedicated to the murderer. What?
Chat, am I hearing this right now? People started supporting him? Bro, this is a fucked up world we live in. I don't know what to say to that. It's so fucked up. Especially, bro, imagine the parents, bro. Bro, this guy, oh my god.
Quite significantly, in the 2 years since they printed his face on wanted posters across Japan. According to an account he later published in a best-selling memoir, Tatsuya had initially wandered around Tokyo with no money or credit cards and no passport that would enable him to leave the country. He hid out among the tramps in the Flophouse district of the Ibukari prefecture northwest of Tokyo. It was only when he saw his face plastered across wanted posters that he realized the scale of the manhunt. He took to living his life as a fugitive, covering his face beneath a hat, wearing glasses, avoiding surveillance cameras, and constantly staying on the move. He didn't contact a single friend or...
That's the worst life you can have. Literally the worst life. I bet you so many times he was thinking about turning himself in. He's like, bro, this is not worth it. Because it's really not worth it, bro. Living like this is a piece of shit life. I'd rather be in jail at this point.
Family member. But as the nationwide manhunt gained momentum, he turned to more drastic attempts to disguise his identity. He needed to change his appearance, he realized, and took on that task himself. Using a box cutter, he sliced the moles off of his left cheek, markings that had struck him as particularly prominent in his wanted pictures.
What the
He
fuck?
then cut off part of his lower lip with scissors in an effort to make them thinner. His first attempt failed when he was unable to push through the excruciating pain. But he did finish the job a few days later in a public bathroom.
Oh my god.
He then bound up his nose with a thread and needle to make it
What
narrow.
the fuck?
While his face healed, he wore multiple surgical masks. Traveling by train and bus, Tatsuya headed south, where he embarked on a pilgrimage of temples.
This guy
in the
is
southwestern
mental.
Island of
Now I see why
Shikoku.
he's doing this. He actually has issues, bro. Like when people kill other people and they say, oh, he got issues, don't put him in jail. That's a lie. But this guy, he got issues. Oh my god, imagine doing that to your face. God damn. Cutting your lip was, oh fuck, bro. I get small cut on my lip and I'm bitching again back. Oh my god. He got scissors and he cut. Oh.
To atone for the killing, and
The
when visiting
fuck?
shrines, he would pray for Hawker to come back to life an idea he got from a novel in which the dead are resurrected after someone who is thinking of them tours those same temples.
This
His
guy is
paranoia
dumb, but he
over
lost
being
his mind.
recognized consumed him, driving him to seek out further changes to his appearance, this time with the help of a plastic surgeon, though for that he would need money. Using the name and address of a dead man called Kosuke Inoue, Tatsuya took a job at a construction company in Osaka, where he worked for the next 13 months, saving
He
about
was
1
able to
million
get a
yen.
job.
He spent most of the money on 2 cosmetic surgery operations, one to acquire a longer and narrower nose, and the second to raise the bridge of his nose. He gave false names and addresses at the clinics and failed to return for any
Obviously.
follow-up appointments. Colleagues later said he rarely mixed with them, spending most of his time reading comics and watching videos in his room at the company's dormitory. He never removed his red cap or black-rimmed glasses in public. When he was persuaded to join the company bowling trip in April, he hid behind a colleague in a group photograph. We
Oh my god, I see him.
He hid behind a...
He's over there. I'm pretty sure that I said, he's the only guy that's hiding in this whole picture. Nah, bro, this guy is something
colleague
else.
in a group photograph. We gossiped that he was an odd guy, but I never thought he was the suspect, a former colleague told the Yomiuri Shimbun newspaper. It occurs to me now that he was saving the
Hey,
money.
if you guys see me keep looking down here, it's because my chat is down here. You know, I just want to see what you guys are saying. Make sure I'm not missing anything. 2 days ago, I wasn't looking at my chat, even though it's about to die soon. Yeah, and now my chat, my phone is about to die. I won't be able to look at my chat anymore. Okay, I'm talking too much. Let me just say the story real quick. Never mind.
For cosmetics.
Okay, the story is 2 days ago, some dude was talking in my chat, and I missed it, and he didn't like that too much. He even thought it was a pre-recorded live. He was like, "This is bullshit. Why do you do pre-recorded lives and stuff like that?" It's not pre-recorded. If I missed your chat, it's because I look at it through my phone. My phone's about to die, so I'm sorry. Let's get right back into it. That took longer than it should have.
Surgery. In the end, the attempts to obscure his identity were his undoing.
Stop. Before you do any holiday shopping this year, you really have to see this. I'm going to show you one simple trick that'll save you a lot of money when you're shopping online. In fact,
Tell me tomorrow.
Tatsuya visited a clinic in the
Keep saying
southwestern
stop,
city of
like, why?
Fukuoka in mid-October with a request to change the shape of his mouth. On October 24th, he visited a clinic in Nagoya where he had his nose uplifted. But staff at the clinic were intrigued by the strange scars on his left cheek where he had removed his moles. They reported his visit to police and submitted multiple pictures of the man who had visited their clinic. Police identified the man as Tatsuya. On the 4th of November 2009, police released the images to the press.
Bro, he's making himself look so much uglier. Like, what the fuck? Look at this. Before and after. Like, I'm not saying he used to look good back then, but shit. Bro, look at him now. Nah, bro, you doing... Bro, just turn yourself in. You're getting caught either way.
Disclosing that he
You're
had
doing the
undergone
most.
plastic surgery. His new image was soon splashed all over the Japanese news.
He fucked
These
up.
images showed a very different Tatsuya Ichihashi.
Very
He was
different.
minus the 2 prominent moles on his left cheek.
Look at his eyebrows. He even shaved them. He made them so thin. Nah, bro, this guy really didn't want to go to jail.
He had a thinner bottom lip, a higher bridge to his nose, and a double fold to his eyelids. Tatsuya wrote in his memoir that he froze when he saw the news on TV with his image. My heart raced, he wrote. I gazed at it trembling. He immediately got a haircut and bought a party disguise set.
This
including
guy,
a
bro.
beard, sideburns, and mustache, and then headed to the ferry terminal at Osaka. On November 10th, 2009, moments before he was due to set sail for Okinawa, an island in Japan's far south, a passersby gaze was drawn to a tall, suspicious-looking youth wearing a hat, sunglasses, and a paper surgical mask. More than 2.5 years after he had become one of Japan's most wanted suspects, Tatsuya Ichihashi was arrested at the ferry terminal in Osaka for the murder of Lindsay Hawker.
This has been a long, hard battle.
Imagine the relief his parents got.
And the battle is over. We've worked tirelessly as a family. We've never given in for our daughter. We've never given in. We wanted justice, and we finally got justice. I'll also just like to thank the Japanese police. After a very bungled start to my daughter's murder, they've got their man. They've worked tirelessly, and they've eventually got the man. And the chief officer told me they would get the man sooner or later.
Sooner or later, they'll always get caught.
I'm just so relieved that this part of our life is over. I can go down to my daughter's grave this afternoon and tell her. Thank you.
That's so sad, bro.
I'd just like to say, I'd like to echo what my parents have said, but also I hope that our case kind of gives other families some kind of hope. We thank the Japanese press, we thank the Japanese people, but really, it's us that have done this. We haven't given up, not from day one. All the sleepless nights, all the not eating, all the crying, all the tears, it's all been worth it now, and we've got what we wanted, which was justice for Lindsay.
Kakoi!
That's
He's
so
really
sad.
cool, one blogger posted. When he was arrested, I thought his disheveled black hair and the line along his neck to his jaw made him look so sexy.
Bro, what the? Who's posting these? Who's posting these about a murderer? That's not even, bro. 1 out of 10, he's a 2 max. You know, like I'm not saying I'm the most handsome guy, but he's ugly, bro. He's not it. He's not it. But no, they're praising him. They're calling him Lord. They're calling him sexy. They're calling him cute. What is this?
Other fans explained their admiration for Ichihashi with one writing. The son of physicians, he is tall. He has a lean, mean physique, a talent for illustrating, and can converse in a foreign language. Lindsay's distraught family pushed for Ichihashi to be executed through Japan's death penalty procedure. His lawyers, however, successfully argued that he should be kept alive based on the potential for him to be reformed. During his trial, Tatsuya admitted raping and killing Lindsay Hawker, but claimed he killed her by accident when he was trying to muffle her screams for help. He also said that he had attempted to resuscitate her and had called an ambulance, but no evidence has ever been produced to support that claim. According
He's a
to
lying piece of
prosecutors,
shit.
he had beaten Lindsay shortly after she had entered the apartment and used tape to bind her while he raped her. In early 2011, Tatsuya published a book detailing his time on the run titled Until the Arrest. In the book, he skipped over the atrocities of his crime, the truth of what happened that morning, and his motives for killing an innocent woman, instead focusing on his adventures while as a fugitive, living in constant fear of arrest. The book went on to become a bestseller in both Japan and Britain. So much so, the story was turned into a film called I Am Ichihashi, Journal of a Murderer. On July 21st, 2011.
They're really, bro, they're making him look like a hero, not a murderer. What is this? Japan, are you okay? This is a failed society right here.
Sentenced Ichihashi to life imprisonment for the murder of Lindsay Hawker. Lindsay's father said of the sentencing, "We wanted justice, and we finally got justice." Her boyfriend, Ryan Garside, said he had made plans to propose to the English teacher who had been the best thing in my life. If you found this story compelling, don't forget to like the video.
Bro, that was crazy. I gotta give him a like. That was actually a very good video. This guy is crazy. And he's a piece of shit. But more crazy, I'll be honest, he's more crazy, bro. Cut his own lip off? cutting his moles off. Oh my god, bro, he's too much. But either way, if you enjoyed this video and you want more like it, just like, comment what you want to see next, and hey, please hit that subscribe. It helps me a lot. And thank you for watching YouTube. And come watch me on my live. I'm live every single day. Peace. Me.